All right. Super excited. I just want to make sure the audio and video are working nice and clear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. Yes. Super excited. Awesome. Make sure the audio and video are working nice and clear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. It's a bit of a delay. Let me just get this going. All right. The tech is everything. Thanks, Oliver, for the heads up. Darren, Rich, Ron, sounds good. Phenomenal. So, the tech is everything. Thanks, Oliver, for the heads up. Darren. All right. I'm getting a bit of echo. I just changed my audio settings. Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool. So before we kick off, let me know where you're watching this from. I'm here in sunny New York. Snow has melted, enjoying this time of year. Where are you at? Super curious. What part of the world are you repping? So I'm going to change my settings here. I'm actually testing out a new webinar software, and I want to share some cool stuff with you at the same time. Okay, beautiful. Darren from Chicago, my main man, he had a phenomenal workshop about a month ago. He shared his master plan, 25K in 3 weeks, but also how we service people at the highest level. That's the most important level. And that's the thing I want to talk about today, the art of giving, right? We all hear that term, give, serve, contribute. And actually, this is something that I do every once in a while. I call it my massive value month. And essentially for 30 days straight, I put out as much value as possible, developing rich information content, transformative videos, infotainment, serving and giving at the highest level, right? Along with the giving and creating great content, I also believe in putting out offers, right? Giving people the opportunity to work with you, to join your program, coach with you, go into your seminars, what have you, right? So I truly feel to grow your business, to make an impact, it's a equal combination of adding value and making offers. Because I see a lot of people who are just putting out so many valuable pieces of content, but they're not giving people the opportunity to work with them for whatever reason, right? Some people are scared of the sale, scared of being this cheesy used car salesman. Buy my shit, but it's not really your shit. It's what you were born to do, right? What you were born to serve. So I'm kicking this off on Monday. I made a post about it the other day. I'm creating a special group for this and also giving extra coaching because I truly feel that if you're in a position where you're adding amazing value, serving at the highest level, giving people the opportunity to work with you, giving people the way of bettering their life, transforming them, serving them so they invest in you, you'll have the best month ever. And historically, whenever I do this massive value month, I have my best months ever, not just financially, but also in fulfillment. It's the best feeling to change people's lives, to collectively serve. And that's why I want to get this group together and get a people that are just totally aligned to giving their all, right? What happens in a month like this? What comes out of serving at this high level? A lot of things. Most importantly, you're making a positive impact on humanity. You're just giving and contributing and changing lives. That's the number one thing. Number two is you gain mastery. You're in a position where you're creating so much amazing content, videos and posts, and you're becoming a master at your craft. You're getting the ability to put in the work every single day and be the best in the world at what you do in your specific subject area. Also, you're creating content for the long term. One of the secrets of going viral is being prolific, right? Some people want to create this amazing viral video that gets millions of views. It's not easy. If it were easy, there would be more people just going viral or selling courses on how to go viral. The secret is to be consistent and prolific and to show up every single day, giving your all. And I will guarantee you, it's the law of averages. One of your videos are going to go viral, right? Let's say if you had two people, one person said, I'm going to put this amazing, powerful video out, one video a month. I'm going to put my all into this video. Okay. Someone else says, you know what? I'm going to put a video out every single day for 30 days. I'm going to just put out value and see what sticks. Who do you think is going to have a higher chance of going viral, right? The person who does one video or the person who does 30 videos? Because we don't know what's going to work, right? Every content creator will tell you that they think some posts or videos are going to work really well. They put it out into the marketplace and it tanks. Sometimes you think a video sucks. I had videos, I'm like, this video sucks. It's not going to do anything. And I put it out there and this video gets the most views. I'm like, holy shit, totally unpredictable, right? You cannot predict what works, okay? So I say in a 30-day period, I challenge you to give more, to just be more prolific, okay? So one way of giving is this beautiful technology of social media, the ability to press one button and share your message and help someone, even one person, to change their life, right? Another way is just to step up your serving on a daily basis, okay? You could have a conversation with a random person and give them great advice, right? You see someone at a restaurant and they're crying, well, they need your help. Be there for them, okay? And I'm not saying to give unsolicited advice, but to essentially listen to your heart and kind of feel who needs your help. Your heart will always guide you into what to say and what to do, okay? So it's just stepping up your game of giving, okay? There's so many different ways of giving money, giving time, giving advice. So I just want to make it very specific and challenge you for 30 days, starting Monday, April 2nd, to just step your giving game up, to serve, to contribute, okay? Because I feel everyone has this amazing superpower, this innate skill that only you could do. And if you tap into this skill and you become aligned with what you were born to do, it'll just flow out of you. That all rhymed, right? Because most of the stuff I do is just like in the moment. I just go, okay, what does my heart want me to do? How can I give? How can I serve? And it becomes so easy. So I would love to get your insights on serving. And a lot of people said they're in for this 30-day high value, massive giving challenge. If you're in, type in the comments. If you have some questions on like, what do I do? What do I talk about? I'll be more than happy to guide you, because a big consensus that I get from people when I say, put out great content, share your voice, is what do I talk about? What do I contribute? What if I run out of things to say? That's a common thing. One of the biggest Google searches is how to not run out of things to say. Okay. And why is that? Because people get nervous in conversations when they go live on video, they get stuck. So they don't create, or they're in their heads. I used to be like this as well. Now I could just go live, boom, record. Okay. About 10 years ago, I did my first video and I was horrible at it. I struggled. I was so shy, so scared about what other people thought about me. I was literally in a place where that first video, I had to do like 100 takes. I kept on messing up. I would go stutter, and I actually stuttered for the first 20 years of my life. So what did I do? I got desperate. After an hour of take after take not working, I took a shot of vodka. I got a nice buzz. Then I went back into the video and I nailed it. And that video is on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel back in 2007. I'm like slurring on there. I'm so shy. I'm so bad. That's how I started, Now, since 2007, I've done over 1,000 videos. I've done challenges where I would do one video a day. I create videos for my back-end programs. So the 10 years and 1,000 videos, that gave me the skill sets, right? Because I would often see these amazing people on video or on stage, and I'm like, damn, how'd you get so good? What's your secret? And what's the secret? Putting in the work, mastery, the daily actions, right? So if you commit yourself to one video a day for 30 days, you're going to be 30 times more effective in 1 month than most people will be their entire lives. And that's the power of accountability, okay? I created a special group to hold you accountable, to also coach you on the videos, to support you. Why am I doing this? Because I need to be accountable too. I want to serve you. I want to help humanity as a whole, to have all these amazing people coming together, serving, contributing, creating content, giving back. And at the same time, I become better. right? I love doing this with people that are like-minded. So if you're tuning in now, it's a super simple proposition. On Monday, April 2nd, I'm kicking off my super giving challenge. And it's super duper simple. I'm going to create a special group where I'm going to gather people that are like-minded, that want to give back. And every single day you're going to get some directions on how to give back, how to make an offer, how to serve people, and then you check back in. Okay. Simple as that. ABC accountability. And I just want to give you what has helped me tremendously. Okay. You'll be so amazed to see what happens after a few weeks of giving, after a few weeks of just sharing, opening up your heart. I feel everyone has so much knowledge and wisdom and experience, even opinion to help others. So 2 months ago, I had an event at my house. It was a best-selling book retreat on how to write your book in 2 days, So 10 people came to my house and they were like, man, I got to write a book in 2 days. What am I going to talk about? I don't have enough to fill out a book. I got some ideas. I have a story, but what do I do? And that's a lot of the stuff that I feel is my superpower, to inspire someone into action and to bring out their greatness, right? So I put them through this amazing process where I was asking them questions, putting them through a framework to get the beautiful content out of them. And grateful to say, out of that retreat, those 10 people are now launching their books. 8 of them have become best-selling authors, 2 more about the launch, but it's all about not the how. Don't worry about the how, worry about the why, right? Why do you want to help people? Why do you want to serve? Get that feeling of love inside you and the feeling of contribution and giving back. Start from there and the content will come out. It will just flow out of you. You'll channel it out of yourself, because sometimes people get so nervous. Oh man, I don't want to do this challenge because what if I get stuck? What if I get nervous? No, I got you back on that. Don't worry. Just show up, say I'm in, and I'll give you all the directions. So you just show up and give and serve, right? Because that's the greatest thing about life. It's contribution, fulfillment. The happiest people will tell you that when they're giving and they're serving, it's the best feeling in the world, right? Think about it. What is more fulfilling if you spend $1,000 on yourself or you spend $1,000 on your family, right? We know which one feels a lot better. There's this innate sense of contribution that we have as humans. And what I just want to do is bring that out of you to facilitate that process, but at the same time, help you grow. And it's going to be a lot of fun too, because it'll be your ability to get creative, to tell stories, to be funny. And that's one thing that I really like to share with you, is just being in the process of being yourself, right? Sharing your personality. I say this quote very often in my seminars, but people don't buy coaching, they buy coaches. They buy you, your backstory, your personality, your struggles, your opinions, your fears, your frustrations, dreams, aspirations. It's all about you. And once you realize that there are people literally lining up to be served by you. I think that was my biggest insight on me to actually grow my business and start an online brand, start a seminar, because I used to care so much what others thought about me. That held me back for many, many years. I was shy, I stuttered. I'm not an extrovert, so I can't be putting myself out there. That's a story I would tell myself. But I had this big realization that if I play small and I don't put myself out there, there's so many people that are going to be disadvantaged because I have so much to give them. And I did this amazing visualization. You could do it as well. To just think about all the people in your life that look up to you, that want you to help them, that want you to serve them, that want you to lead them. There's so many people just waiting for you to step up and serve them and give them the directions, give them the insight, the guidance, the inspiration. And once you show up in this way, you will have a tribe of people all around you that want to be led by you, led to the promised land, to a better life, to happiness, to improvement. Great term. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So I always want to show up in my authentic self, right? Coming from a place of love and contribution. Right now, I have no script. I have no lines. I have no outline, but I do have the love in my heart. And I said, how can I just come on here and create something where I could give, but also inspire others to give more as well? And that's how easy it is, because when you focus on that why, all the right words come out. The how takes care of itself. You have this amazing energy inside you, and it's just tapping into that, this innate feeling of awesomeness, of giving, of contribution. And that's the biggest thing. Like, it's not about having fancy words or being super confident on camera, on video, in person. It's when you have that feeling of care, that is all that matters, right? I'm talking to you with words. The words are not fancy, but you could feel that I give a shit. You feel that I care, right? I could be doing anything right now, taking a nap, taking a walk, playing video games, right? But I just wanted to come here to contribute to you. If this is my last video, these are the last words I want to share with you. Give more, contribute, right? And it's not about you being this wealthy philanthropist who's donating billions to eradicate an illness. No, it just starts with the simplicity of having your phone, pressing record, and giving, sharing, contributing, coming from the heart. Put it out there, people will see it. If one person says, oh my God, that video changed my life. That video stopped me from having that slice of pizza. That video stopped me from not wanting to go to the gym. That video saved my life. Like, holy shit, you have no idea the impact you have on people. So I could go on and on, but I want to know what you think about this. What are your insights on the art of giving and serving at the smallest level? Stephen Head, he's actually launching his book in 2 weeks. It's called Not Another Fitness Book, and we're going over his cover right now. He says, inspiring message like it was customized just for me. It's just for you. Yes. And Stephen's going to really make a big impact with his book, because when he was at my house 2 months ago, we're outlining the process and the story and how there's so many damn fitness books out there that say the same shit, but his will be completely different and rise above the cream, be at the top of the game. Angela says, I've decided to do this 30-day challenge on Instagram, and I'm making that my main focus. I get 5,000 to 10,000 followers. Absolutely. Secret is that, right? So many people want to get more followers, right? I want to grow my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. What is the secret of growing your followers? It's by giving back, by contributing. Look at the people that you follow. What are the key traits that they have, right? I will guarantee you that many of them are showing up consistently, putting out great value, contributing, giving, and you're following them, right? Now, how can you get people to follow you at that level? How can you get this amazing tribe of people that look up to you, that want to be led by you, that you show up every single day and you're giving them amazing value? You're changing their life. Jim Rohn, guy who inspired me in a lot of ways, RIP. He had a phenomenal quote that I put in my post the other day. And he says, if you want to make money, add more value. Your income is directly correlated to the amount of value you add to the marketplace. Simple as that. People sometimes make it so complicated. I got to build this elaborate funnel, develop all these Facebook ads, all this complexity. But if you just focus on being the most valuable mofo on the planet, the marketplace has no choice but to reward you for your hard work, okay? So if you think about people that add value in society, I'll give you a great example. Think about the value that a janitor adds to society compared to the value that Elon Musk adds to society, okay? Two things in common. They're both solving a problem. However, the janitor's problem is way smaller than the problem that Elon is trying to fix. He's trying to help humanity by creating interstellar travel and electric cars and all these amazing things. So the secret is, you want to make a lot of money, solve big ass problems. The bigger problems that you solve and that you add value to, The more your income increases, the more people you help. And at the end of the day, the bigger the legacy that you lead. Okay. And I tell my students this all the time. I think about this. I'm always reframing this, but it's the pain, right? What pain do you want to heal in this world? What do you want to eradicate? If you could wave a magic wand and you could end human suffering in one area, what would that be? And that's a phenomenal place to start your giving campaign. Where you create your content is to help people to solve their problems. Okay. Ed says, doing a book too. Can't wait to get my message out to the world. Yes, yes, yes. My man, Ed, old student of mine, killing the game. And he became a father. Bless you for that. Dad goals. So I'm excited to read your book and let me know when you launch it. Be more than happy to promote it for you. I'm going to Steven. He says, thank you, AJ. The book is coming out because of you. I can't wait. Can't wait to hold that baby in my hands 2 weeks from now. So on a side note, if you're looking to write a book, send me a message. I have various programs to help you organize your story, outline it, publish the book, make it a bestseller. In fact, May 11th and 12th, I'm holding an event here at my house. We still have some spots left. 5 people took the spots. There's 5 that are open. So if you want to come here, May 11th and 12th, come to my crib to write a book and chill. Be more than happy to help you. And the premise is really easy. Write a book in 2 days, publish it as a #1 bestseller, and then build a funnel from the book back to your business. And there's 8 weeks of ongoing coaching to help you with the marketing and the title, the cover, all that stuff. So I'll be more than happy to help you. So if you're tuning in, we're having a massive value challenge on Monday, April 2nd. And I made a post about it the other day if you're curious about the details of how it works, but it's super duper simple. If you're in, just type I'm in, and I'm going to coach you on how to add as much value as possible to the marketplace in a 30-day period. How to basically give, add, contribute, and at the same time, give people the opportunity to work with you, to buy your programs, to support your cause. Great question I get is, what if I don't have a business? What if I'm not selling anything? Well, it's super simple. Align yourself with a cause that's greater than yourself, meaning a charity, some type of philanthropic event, right? You want to cure malaria, build schools in Nicaragua, help the people in Haiti. There's so many things you could give back to: suicide prevention, child abuse, child trafficking. So what I would say to you is align yourself with a cause that you're super passionate about and then give to support that cause, okay? Shed light on the problems in this world. One of my students, her name is Claudia, and she created this amazing organization for child trafficking. And she really is a big part of that process. And a lot of what she does is create content and seminars and does coaching and gets people to donate to her cause. Okay. So that is the amazing thing about this world that we live in. You could be a world changer, a transformer, an influencer within seconds with this amazing piece of technology. And if you don't have a business or you don't want to promote your business, promote a cause, right? Try to earn as much money as you can in 30 days. Monday, April 2nd is where you have the opportunity to be pushed to the limits, to give back, to make more money, help more people, grow a charity, what have you. So the question that I ask, because this is going to be very aligned to what we're talking about, and it's the ability to eliminate a pain in this world. If you could eliminate one pain in this world, what would it be? Okay, now this is like your higher calling, what you were born to do. Intuitively, something comes up for you, whether it's depression, obesity, child trafficking, child hunger. What is a cause that you would like to align yourself with? Because I feel that once we're able to contribute at this highest level, this magic comes through us, right? Because it's not about us and our needs. We're serving, we're giving, and something magical happens when you get outside of yourself and you give. And I mention this all the time, that whenever I feel like I'm lacking something in myself, I give to other people. Okay. Let's have a bad month in business and I'm feeling kind of lacking in my finances. What I do is I give money to a homeless person because I have more than enough for myself to feed my family. Let me just give back. Okay. That's coming from a place of abundance. If I'm feeling lonely, what I do, I call up a friend. I'll send a little Facebook voice memo. Hey, just thinking of you. Really appreciate you. You've been on my mind for some time and I just want to send you some love. Okay. So I'm giving someone the love that I feel like I'm lacking momentarily. I'm not lacking anything. It's just an illusion, of course. But whatever you lack, you give to someone else. Okay. You're feeling lonely. Give someone else your amazing company. You're lacking love. Hook a friend up. Put someone up on a date. You're lacking money. Give some back to charity. And you'll see that it's all a lie. It's all a story. And we're living in a world of abundance because when you're able to give with abundance, the thing that you lack, you no longer lack it because you have more to give. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned in studying psychology for close to 20 years, I actually got my master's in psychology. I've learned so much on how the human mind works. And I think the biggest thing that we have issues with is human suffering. Okay. Human suffering, depression, anxiety, you being so caught up in your own problems. Okay. And the world of social media is helpful and it's hurtful. And the way that it's hurtful is because it gets us focused on me, right? The moment we create a Facebook page, we have this external identity. And a big part of our identity is managing the perceptions of others. Okay. Never has there been more of a time where we're connected on a global level, but disconnected on an intimate level. So what ends up happening is when we're on our phones, we're on autopilot, we're in our heads, and we're thinking about, man, does this person like me? This guy hasn't liked my last 5 posts. Is he mad at me? Why is this person doing this to me? It's like this victimhood, but you're focused on yourself. And when you're focused on yourself, you suffer, right? Whatever you focus on, that's where your attention goes. When you think about yourself, your problems, your lack of money, you're getting a little overweight, you look at the scale, it's you. The moment you end suffering is when you get out of yourself and you give and you serve, right? My man, Danny Torres, best-selling author, and he's also a world-class discipline coach. He donated 5 bags of clothes today, and it truly makes him feel alive to give. And that's a secret right there, okay? You're down in the dumps, sitting at home, feeling kind of depressed. I'm feeling kind of blah, unmotivated. Go out to a soup kitchen. Grab all these old clothes that you're not wearing, put it in a bag, go to the Salvation Army, and just give. And within seconds, your mind will shift from being focused on you and suffering to serving and just feeling this love and contribution, right? 20 years ago, prior to the internet, we were not so interconnected. So we had to really get out of our asses and go places, right? Go to bars and networking. And there were like internet cafes. I don't know if you guys remember, but there were places you would go and go on the internet, you know? And like 15 years ago, we used the internet as an escape. Now, we literally have to escape from the internet. It's all over the place. It's here right now. It's on our phones. Soon it's going to be in our heads. By the year 2030, 12 years from now, they're making an implanted chip to put the internet in your brain. So you're online 24/7, okay? Google Glasses, a few years ago, they were testing the technology to have these glasses where everything was connected to the internet. Now they have the technology to put the internet in your brain, okay? It's going to make the world of education obsolete. You don't have to memorize facts, right? Someone asks you a question, you go through a quick Google search, you find the answer, okay? But what is that going to do? What do you think that's going to do for society? That's a great question I'm going to ask you. We're going to be even more interconnected as time goes by, even more in ourselves, in our own suffering, even more disconnected, okay? And I was telling this to my students last week on how the fact that we're so interconnected and we have so short attention spans, the people that could become focused on giving to others, serving, and not being so caught up in their own heads, they're going to strive. They're going to be the ones that are not robots to the technology, you know? I mean, I don't have any kids, but I look at my little cousins and my nieces, nephews, is like when you see these kids and they're on their tablets and the whole world is stuck in that tablet, they're caught up, they're caught up and they're going onto the walls and they're clicking the walls, swiping the walls, because their mind is geared towards this internet fabricated world. So I'm super curious. I'm super curious to see like what happens to these kids through adulthood, through their relationships, through their families, because the internet technology is a big part of life. Like I said, 12 years from now, the internet will be in your brain, 24/7 access to all the world's information, all the kitten videos and YouTube clicks that you could do, right? You no longer have to leave your house. They have VR. They have VR right now, virtual reality, the ability to be in your own home and climb Mount Everest, to go on a cruise ship, right? It's a fascinating world that we live in, but at the same time, it causes us to be more in our own worlds, right? And that's why I want to urge you to give. This is for myself as well. I wish I was giving more. I wish I could contribute more, right? That's why I'm doing this too, and holding a group of people accountable with me for 30 days to give, to serve, to make offers, to basically change people's lives. Because in this month, you'll realize that your happiness will go up, your fulfillment, your sense of contribution, because you're out of your head. And every day you're waking up, you're like, how can I give back? How can I focus on others? Woo! Rene says, you got my wheels rolling. I need a pen and a paper. Absolutely. It's the way the world is turning. And it's crazy that we're in 2018. There are going to be some massive changes in the next 10 years with artificial intelligence, robotics, automation. So many careers, so many people that you took for granted will become non-existent, I mean, they're already having self-driving cars on the streets. You go to a supermarket and you have robotics checking you out. Soon, surgery. Why have human error and have this 70-year-old surgeon who could be tired the night before performing brain surgery when you have an amazing AI who is so delicate, so scientific, with a very minimal chance of error, right? You're going to court. Instead of getting an attorney, you get a robot to represent you. They have all the world's law code in their frequency, and boom, it gets you out of your ticket. So we're going to have this amazing shift in the world, and there's going to be certain careers that are going to rise above, and certain careers are going to be obsolete. And there's a great book on this by Dan Pink. I think he wrote like 20 years ago. It's called How Right-Brainers Will Rule the World. Essentially, there's our left side of the brain and right side of the brain. I'm paraphrasing on this, but essentially the left side of the brain is logic, mathematics, science. The right side is creativity, art, music, romance. So there's certain things that robots and AI can never duplicate in these right brain tasks, right? Painting, comedy, dance. So if you have kids, the biggest advice for the career path is to really focus on those right brain activities, because these are the things that robots cannot outsource. You can never automate poetry to an AI, okay? So it's these human endeavors that come from emotion and feeling and love that you want to capitalize on, because 20, 30 years from now, they're going to become very hot commodities. The more technology gets faster, the less emotion will be involved in our daily activities, because we're going to have robots that clean our house and robots that drive us everywhere. It's going to be less human interaction, even less than it is now because of the smartphone. So as you develop yourself and you're in a place of giving and contribution and connecting, you're developing your skill sets to have more of a range, right? And that's why a big thing that I'm doing this entire year is opening up my range of expression, my emotion, going to different seminars, hiring coaches. How can it be more emotionally inspiring, right? When you go and watch a movie, you're on this amazing emotional roller coaster, because no robot could ever duplicate that. And it's the same thing when you're creating your content. Don't just be inspirational and informational. Make people laugh, make them cry, tell them stories, perform, take them on an amazing journey, because the emotion inspires them into action. Pat says the world is so abundant that people choose to be within themselves. That's technology, right? Technology just makes it, because The moment we create a social media page, we have our own phone. Hands off my phone. This is my phone. My whole entire world is in here. It's like, boom, we've all been there. Go to a restaurant, go to a Starbucks, and count how many people are actually present in that reality, or they're head down in their phones, right? Even at restaurants, you see families, 4 families, mother, father, 2 kids, they're just boom on their phones, but that's the world that we live in. So it's the ability now to see where we are going and to transcend the technological revolution. And the great thing is that we were in a world of information, right? Let's say in the 90s, the internet came out, the 2000s, it was the information age, okay? So now that we're drowning in information, right? There's more stuff in 1 hour of like Google and Wikipedia that was like 10 years ago. People are just contributing at a mass level. So we're getting out of the information age. Where do you think that we're going? What do you think is the biggest need? Because right now you have everything at your fingertips in terms of information. But what do you think the world needs more than more information crammed down their throats? The question is, where do you think we're heading as humanity? Soon, as technology and AI takes up all of our tasks, all of our daily life activities, what's going to stand out? What's going to be the biggest need that us humans have? That's a question I have for you. Pat says we're going to be a bunch of lazy ass humans. Absolutely, right? Everything is going to be based on robotics, AI, how to automate, delegate, and eliminate the areas of your life. And the secret really lies in going into deep meditation and thinking about, well, if all these logical tasks are going to be completely automated through technology, what do we need more as humans? What do we need more if eventually machine's going to clean our house, a machine's going to drive us an hour to where we want to go? A machine is going to cook us food. I mean, this amazing technology and robotics are going to blow your mind on what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Even the ability to be like predictable in terms of what do you need, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have that Alexa, that Amazon unit, but it's so predictable. It's constantly taking data from you and it's giving you exactly what you want. Oh, you like this type of music? Here's some suggestions, So you're going to see that if you feel disconnected now, it's going to be tenfold. And Annette says we need more human contact. Yes, yes, yes. And emotional content, says Mark, 100%. Yeah. The biggest thing is that, obviously, if you think about prior to the internet, how people would connect is they would see each other in person. I look at different industries like fitness and music and dance. So back in the day, the only way you could be a part of the people that were into the same stuff you're into is going to the events, going to the seminars, going to the meetups. Now you can watch a video on YouTube and you have a sense of community. And it's cool to watch information on YouTube, but we're not really putting ourselves into those public surroundings, right? We think about the world of dating. You're literally one swipe away from 1,000 potential partners. So what does that do to modern day dating? I'm no expert in dating, but if I look at how dating was 20 years ago, when the only chance you had to meet someone was at a local bar, or if someone hooked you up, maybe there was a classified ad, but no one really went into those. Now you sign up for a dating app and you have thousands of people to pick from. So why should I settle with this one person where there's all these different opportunities awaiting me? The best person is right around the corner, right? Nico says millions will lose low-level jobs. Don't create their own value will be the sufferers. Exactly. Those who don't create their own value will be the biggest sufferers. It is absolutely true. And that's what it's all about, right? Because so many corporations are becoming obsolete. If you think about Toys R Us, this was a huge brand, right? Everyone took Toys R Us for granted. Now it's obsolete. So what does that mean? This massive loss of jobs, right? Amazon is one of the biggest retailers, And I was watching this television show on how Amazon is revolutionizing the workforce with AI and robotics, right? Amazon is going to be using a lot more technology to do their daily tasks. So that means that jobs are not guaranteed, right? Nowadays, a college degree is kind of useless. In most professions, you get a degree and you're just waiting around for a job, okay? So just like Nico says, and this is what I'm saying right now, is the ability to be your own boss, your ability to create your own value, right? It starts from now, setting the foundation, showing up every single day, helping people, serving people, talking about your passions, talking about your curiosities, right? You start to build an audience. Next thing they know, they're like, how can I support you? Cool, you could donate some money here. Here's a charity that I'm involved in. You know what? I could coach you. Here's a seminar that I'm doing. Here's a book that I'm writing, right? And the people want to help you because you helped them. That is no secret. I mean, I got to where I am just by consistently adding value on a daily basis, giving, serving, adding value, creating myself as a valuable resource, okay? Because I made myself valuable. This pays my mortgage. This pays my lifestyle. It helps my family because I'm adding value, okay? Now, if I'm useless, I'm not adding value, then the world and the marketplace is not going to give me money. It's not going to give me opportunity. People are not going to like stare at me or want to come to my seminars if I'm useless, okay? So the more value you're adding, the bigger the foundation you're creating. Soon you will have an audience of all these people around you that want your help, that raise their hands and say, you know what, like, I've been watching you for this amount of time and you've helped me so much. You've added so much value to my life. How can I support you? How can I invest in you? And all of a sudden you give these people an opportunity to invest in you. You create something valuable for them. They win, you win, and you have a lifestyle based on doing what you love, right? And that's one of the things that I just want to give people. That's why I started my company, because I was able to be in a place where I could create a business that I'm serving people, I'm monetizing it, I'm living my ideal lifestyle. And from there, it's paying all my bills, funding my life, giving me the ability to contribute, to help my family, to just be fulfilled, right? And if you've never done this exercise, I highly, highly suggest it. I did this about 12 years ago, but it's basically sitting down and writing out your ideal day. Imagine your ideal dream day from morning to night, right? When you wake up, what time do you wake up? What's the first thing that you do? Who do you wake up next to? Are you by yourself? Are you with your lover? What type of house do you live in? How many bedrooms does it have? Is it an apartment? Is it a oceanfront beach? What do you do for a living? Who do you serve? How do you make money? Writing books, developing online programs, giving seminars. Do you have an office, a team full of 100 people? I mean, there's all these different opportunities, and it's all about you getting clear on what you want. When you get clear on what you want, you develop a target, okay? And that target is what you work towards making a reality. Amazing things start to happen when you have the target in mind. The most difficult thing to go through life is to be unclear. I feel like when you have a vision, you have something to look toward. So everything you're doing is towards that ideal day, the ideal business, ideal lifestyle, family. If it's a hell yes, well, I'm going to do more of that. If it's a hell no, then it's going to get me away from this, you know? So when I did that like 12 years ago, literally my life right now is like 90% when I wrote down on a piece of paper. The house that I live in, the ability to host retreats here, have people sleep over, transform their lives, the seminars that I do, the freedom that I have, the ability to literally go live and make money, okay? To monetize my life and the things that I love to do. I could talk about this all day long, right? Right now, I'm not charging you to talk about this, for example, but I could go on and on and on and on, and I make a great living doing the things that I love. But it all came down to me deciding what is the value that I want to give? How do I want to help people, right? Because once you start to develop that ideal, you start to have the puzzle pieces in place. The how starts to present itself, right? Like Martin Luther King says, don't look for the whole staircase. Just look for what's in front of you, and the next step will show up, and the next step will show up, okay? So what's the next step? The next step is to push you out of your comfort zone, to serve. Monday, I'm kicking off a massive value challenge. I made a post about it inside my Facebook or you could go to my group, Online Super Coach. Inside that group, I'm going to be giving you the details, the frameworks to basically make the next month your best month ever, posting massive value, putting out offers, serving, getting clear on your life ideal business, your dream vision, your superpower. How do you want to serve? And also to challenge you to just give as much as you can. And look what happens in the matter of a few weeks, right? Last time I did this, I had my best month of business ever, right? Because it's very logical. In 30 days, I'm just giving out amazing content. I'm helping people. People are lining up saying, how can I work with you? Can you coach me? Can I invest in you? Can I come to your seminar, right? Because I'm just giving back and they're sliding with my DMs, wanting to work with me. Simple as that, right? It's the law of reciprocity. The more that you give, the more that you get. If you think about a friend, if you have a friend who's very giving and they're like, hey man, I'm going to buy lunch for you. What do you need? I'm going to pick up from the airport. You feel this sense of like indebtedness. Like, man, this guy's doing everything for me. I want to help him out. What can I do for you? Can I buy you lunch? Can I take you out? Can I hook you up on a date? What can I do for you? And that's what happens when you're putting out value. The marketplace is like, man, this person is really helping me. How can I support them? How can I donate to them? How can I serve their cause, buy their program? Simple as that. So anyways, I'm going to run. If you're watching this, let me know where you're watching this from. Basically, super curious to know if you're in for my 30-day challenge. I'm going to post a replay. You can watch that if you're coming on now. Renee says, it's been said, if you do something for 30 days, it becomes a habit. Exactly. That's why I want to push you out of your comfort zone to give as much as possible for 30 days. Stay accountable to it. Stay focused. And like anything, it's like a streak. The biggest thing I've learned in myself is if you have a streak of habits you consecutively do day after day, you don't want to break the streak, right? So if you're giving with all your heart, adding value, making offers for 5 days, 7 days, 14 days, next thing you know, you're like, man, I've been so long giving, I'm not going to break the streak. But it all starts with that external accountability. I'm the same way as well. I can talk a lot of shit and be like, I'm going to give. But if no one's looking over my shoulder, I can make excuses, right? And excuses are the worst things known to mankind. You want results, you want excuses. I don't want to make excuses, so I'm using this platform for public accountability, all right? Rami from Dubai, yes. If you're into giving, type in I'm in. That's all I need to know. I'll send you the info. And the 30-day giving challenge kicks off. I'm going to keep this under an hour. So I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know if you're watching the replay, where you're watching this from. I'm going to run. And let's make the next month our best month ever. All right.